Paddy Pimblett didn't hold back in a recent podcast appearance with Brian Ortega, explaining exactly why he still hates Ilia Topuria and why that hatred isn't going anywhere. According to Paddy, even if he ends up fighting and beating Ilia, the beef will never be squashed. He made it clear he'll still hate El Matador even after the fight, and nothing will change that. The core reason behind it, Paddy says, goes back to the incident where he made controversial comments about Russia and Georgia. After the backlash from Georgian fans and fighters, Paddy claims he clarified what he meant and that his words were taken out of context. He insists his intent was never to insult Georgians or reference their tragedy. But despite his explanation, Paddy says Ilia has continued to act as if he deliberately disrespected Georgia on a political level, and that's what fuels his ongoing resentment. For Paddy, it's personal, because he feels like Ilia knows what he meant, but still twists it for the narrative. That said, Paddy did say that Russians terrorized Georgia, and depending on how you interpret it, that alone carries real weight. So it's not like Topuria is just making things up either. And Ilia, for his part, hasn't cooled down at all. In a recent interview with TMZ Sports, El Matador sent a savage warning, saying he's going to do whatever he wants with Paddy in the cage, and called him one of the easiest matchups at 155.
What is going on with Paddy?
With Paddy, all the fans around the world, I think that they want to see that fight. And at the same time, I have to be honest, I think it's one of the easiest fights that I could have in the lightweight division. I don't know, I can do with him whatever I want to do in reality. It's very excited fight for the fans.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna enjoy a lot the whole process, and at the same time, it's a fight where I'm gonna be able to shine once again.
How would you win? When would you win? Give us some of that Ilia prediction magic.
I have to think about it. I promise you, I could choose the way I want to finish.
First round?
Be like, that's for sure. He's not gonna stay there for more than one round with me. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be cool to submit him in the ground, something like that. Like, as I told him, put my in his forehead.
Moving up next, we have Team Khabib gets into heated exchange with Ilia Topuria. Earlier this week, Russian MMA reporter Usha Taika sat down with a rising fighter, Rizvan, who currently trains at American Top Team, one of the most respected MMA gyms in the U.S. Now, earlier this year, the reigning lightweight champ, Ilia Teporia, also spent a few weeks training at ATT, a gym he's visited plenty of times throughout his career, just before vacating his featherweight title. So naturally, the conversation drifted toward that. During the interview, Rizvan revealed that he'd witnessed some wild things during his time there that immediately got the reporter curious, and he started pressing Rizvan to spill the details. At first, Rizvan was a bit hesitant, trying not to say too much. But after a little push, he opened up. Rizvan revealed that one of his close friends, Shavkat Churchev, a Dagestani fighter and a known training partner of Islam Makhachev, is also based at ATT. He said Shavkat was gunning for Ilia at the gym and came in ready to cause drama. Quote, "I don't want to mention the fighter's name, but a UFC champion came to our gym for a few practices. He's still the champ. Actually, this was a couple of months ago. Shavkat, being a lightweight, was looking for other lightweights to spar with, but this other guy was the featherweight champ. He wasn't in camp at the time, so he was pretty big. He trained with us for a few weeks and was in incredible shape. His power and technique were unreal. I remember Shavkat had his eye on him and was determined to spar with him. When they finally did, it was intense. They went at it hard, and man, it was wild to watch. It lasted a couple of minutes. It was a serious brawl." Ilia Topuria is the only featherweight champ to have trained at ATT, which all but confirms Rizvan's story. Given the intense back and forth between Islam Makhachev and Ilia throughout the year, it's no surprise that Islam's close friend Shavkat would specifically target Ilia during sparring sessions at the gym. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss what's next in the fight game.